similar, how they're different. I think we did talk about it a little bit yesterday. And now, uh, what else are we going to do? First of all, I would like to give you homework for Monday. A very interesting, at the same time, a bit challenging, or we can do it here as well. I'm going to play an audio or the other thing. Okay. You guys can tell me what you like doing at weekends. We can talk about our weekends. How do you spend your weekends? What are the things you like doing? Shilpa likes gardening, she goes shopping. One thing is true, our weekends are not so special for two reasons. One, this was the last thing we wanted. Light went out. It's going to be so hot. I think we can open these two sides of the window. Yeah. That side will, uh, you dear Mapara, change your place. Come and sit here in the front, maybe. Yeah, next to Adnan or here. Okay. Yeah, fine. And at the base, why don't you come here and open the windows fully? And sit on this one. Oh, then sit somewhere else. Huh? Are you sure? Okay, then fine. We need more ventilation. These are the most difficult days. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Please come on in. So, what do you do at your weekends? At weekends? Because our weekend is one day, Sunday only. Saturday is like a normal day, a typical working day for us. Saturday night is special. Okay, what do you do on Saturday night? How do you spend your Sundays? You guys can talk about it. I love watching some movies or some web series with my wife late night, but I can't because Aditi will be there. And she says, if you guys watch something, I will watch something upstairs. Now the TV is bad. She can't say that, but she has her own devices, Chromebook and her tablet. So we have to be a role model for her. We go to sleep early on Saturday night because of her. Otherwise she makes it an excuse and she also stays up. I don't want her to get this habit. She's young. I don't want her to get bad habits. Go on. But Sunday is definitely special for me because I work every day, Monday to Saturday. And Sunday is a day I really, really need. I relax on Sunday. I recharge myself. I like eating non-veg on Sunday. It makes me good. Yeah. I feel like it is a Sunday when I get non-veg on Sunday. Because my routine has not been the same. There was a time I used to go to play cricket, kabaddi, early in the morning. I like it. These days, I'm not going, but tomorrow we are planning to go to play cricket. Please come in. How many of you, one can come here and sit here? Yes. And the other can come and sit here. Yeah. Come, beta. Tell me, what did I ask? Do you play cricket on Sunday? I'm going to play cricket tomorrow. My students have invited me. So I like it. I like doing some physical activity on Sunday. But for 5, 6, 7 years, I think my routine has been very boring. My bike is gone. My bike was stolen a few months ago now. But when I had my bike, sometimes I went to the vegetable market, okay, and I did vegetable shopping, Bazaar Samiti, with my wife, and I really enjoyed it. She did too. We brought 20, 30 kilos of vegetables on our bike for the whole week. What do you guys do? Hmm. Okay, do one thing. Because a physical class, you guys can share with each other. Okay. What do you do on Sundays? How do you spend your Sundays? Talk to each other a little bit. Okay. How do you spend your Sunday? I'll give you 2, 3 minutes only. So share. Okay. In 3 minutes, both the partners have to speak. Go on, Bita. How do you spend your Sunday? Hmm. Three of you. Or three of you. You can join either this pair or this pair, Inaya. Okay. Rajlakshmi and Adnan, have her in your group as well. Please come in. Good afternoon. Hmm. Involve Inaya as well in your conversation. Do you have a question? All right, guys, thank you. 3 minutes are over. Adnan, beta, please exchange your seat with Zara. Zara, beta, go and sit where Adnan is sitting. Okay, please go sit where Adnan is sitting. Adnan, you come and sit at Zara's place. Okay, you go and sit at Adnan's place chair. Go, please. Yeah. Don't worry, you're fine. Just go. I am doing this as an experiment for Azhan. Yeah. Zara is fine. Azhan, I hope you'll be comfortable with Adnan. Guys, I love the way you have written it in the group. Okay. Very good job. Talking about the similarities and the differences. A few mistakes. Afia, you've done a good job. Roshan, very well written, beta. Okay. Tabriz, one correction. They both are happy in our life. Our means they are both happy. They are both happy in their lives. They are both happy in, if I don't look at him, Harsh, and I hear his voice, I think, who is this girl here? Your voice is still very, very girly. Boys have a girly voice initially. After 11, 12, their voice changes. It sounds sweet. Beta, uh, Arham. Arham, beta, you have written, he likes cook on Sunday dinner. He likes cooking. He likes cooking Sunday dinner. He likes cooking Sunday dinner. Sunday ka dinner ko Sunday dinner. Sunday dinner is special. Sunday dinner is special. You guys listen to me. You guys listen to me. Tabriz. Yeah. And Sajid. He likes cooking Sunday dinner. He likes cooking Sunday dinner. He likes cooking Sunday dinner. Okay. Or on Sunday, he likes cooking dinner. On Sunday, he likes cooking dinner. Hmm. She doesn't like cooking on Sunday. She doesn't like cooking on. उनको संडे को खाना बनाना पसंद नहीं. बहुत अच्छे बेटा. बेटा they both like celebrity मतलब क्या हुआ? वो सेलिब्रिटी को पसंद करते हैं या दोनों सेलिब्रिटी हैं? They are both celebrity. They are both celebrity. Celebrities. They are both celebrities. कुछ लोगों ने प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूअस चुना, पता नहीं क्यों. साजिद बेटा आपने दो जगह कंटिन्यूअस चुन लिया. They both are eating food. दोनों खाना खाते हैं. ये तो बात नहीं हुई, तो सब में कॉमन हो जाएगा. Everybody eats at weekends. और ये तुमने लिख दिया they both are eating food, मतलब खा रहे हैं, है ना? जबकि आप क्या आप बताना चाहते हैं, खा रहे हैं या खाते हैं? हम्म. बहुत बदमाशी वाले लाइंस भी लिखी हैं. दे आर बोथ सेलिब्रिटीज. बोथ आर के बाद बी वर्ब के बाद. ओके, बोथ गोज आफ्टर बी वर्ब. दे डोंट लिव विद देयर पेरेंट्स. दे डोंट लिव विद देयर पेरेंट्स. इसमें से बोथ हटा दीजिए. ओके, दे डोंट लिव विद देयर पेरेंट्स. दे बोथ लाइक कुकिंग बट शिल्पा डजंट कुक ऑन संडे. आपने एक जगह लिख दिया दे आर बोथ वॉचिंग टीवी. इसका मतलब क्या हो गया बेटा? वो दोनों टीवी देख रहे हैं. आप क्या बोलना चाहते हैं? वो दोनों टीवी देखते हैं. दे बोथ वॉच टीवी एट वीकेंड्स. गुड. Ashfi beta, you've done a good job too. Where are you, Ashfi? Yeah, good job. हर किसी को अपने स्पीड पे सीखने का हक है। बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं सब लोग। शम्स तबरेज, बहुत अच्छा बेटा, कहाँ हो तबरेज? यस। STC is not a great way of learning, beta. STC is not a way. Okay? The way I teach English here is a great way of learning English. Okay? A great way to learn English. STC is a great place to learn English. Now, think about it. STC is a great way of learning English, or STC is a great place to learn English. Goa is full of entertaining, beta. Hindi? Entertaining एक एडजेक्टिव है। फुल ऑफ समथिंग, कोई नाउन बोलना चाहिए आपको। ओके बेटा? एंटरटेनमेंट, क्रिकेट इज फुल ऑफ एंटरटेनमेंट। ओके, तो गोवा इज फुल ऑफ एंटरटेनिंग प्लेसेस टू विजिट। गोवा इज फुल ऑफ एंटरटेनिंग थिंग्स टू डू। ठीक है? आवर टीम इज फुल। सॉरी, आवर टीम इज फुल। यहाँ पर ऑफ प्लेयर्स बोलने की जरूरत नहीं थी, बाकी बहुत अच्छे। बहुत अच्छे बेटा, बहुत अच्छे। Kashmir is a great way, beta. Kashmir is a great place to travel. Kashmir is a great place to travel at weekends. On weekends, yeah, at weekends, beta. Right. Reading Quran and praying namaz is a great way to pass our akhirat. बेचारे उन लोगों का क्या होगा जो नहीं पढ़ते, जो नहीं मानते, बेचारे। कभी कभी उनके बारे में सोच के डर लगता है। 5 billion people. I usually 5 billion people. मेरी मम्मी मेरे को बोली एक बार कि सैटरडे को नाखून कटवाओगे, बाल कटवाओगे, दिक्कत होगा। मैंने कहा ओके। थर्सडे को पैसा नहीं देना चाहिए दक्षिणा, ये लोग गरीब हो जाते हैं। ओके। व्हेन आई ग्रू अ लिटिल ओल्डर, जब लॉजिक करने लायक बना, मैंने कहा कि फिर तो सारी दुनिया को गरीब होना चाहिए था, बिकॉज दे डोंट इवन नो। फिर उन्होंने कहा सरस्वती माँ, लक्ष्मी माँ की पूजा नहीं करोगे तो पैसे और विद्या नहीं आएगी। मैंने कहा पूरी दुनिया को अनपढ़ होना चाहिए था, यू नो, बिकॉज मेरे पर खाली अप्लाई मत करो ना, जो अप्लाई होगा सब पे होगा ना। हम सब एक हैं, तुम मानो चाहे मत। राइट? तो मेरे लॉजिक के सामने मम्मी ने सरेंडर मार दिया एक समय के बाद। कहीं मेरा बेटा हाथ से निकल गया है खत्म हो गया, मेरा बेटा बिगड़ गया है, वो शैतान है, वो जाहिल है, वो गंवार है, उससे बात करके कोई फायदा नहीं। नहीं, बिकॉज मेरे पास हर एक आदमी के लिए वही सवाल है। मैं किसी एक के लिए फेवरिज्म नहीं रखता, इसलिए मैंने अभी फट से कहा कि बाकी 5 बिलियन बेचारे वो अपना आखिरत नहीं सुधार रहे, वो 5 बिलियन तो गए कम से इसलिए मैंने वो टोन मारा था तुम्हारी बात पे कि जो तुम्हारे लिए बाकी के लिए नहीं है, सोचो। तो खैर, एनीवेज मूव ऑन। ये तो अपनी अपनी सोच है। आई यूजुअली ऑफर नमाज व्हेन आई एम नॉट बिजी। I often get up late on Sundays. I usually sleep late on Saturday night. Saturday's night की Saturday night बेटा? हम लोगों ने phrase क्या पढ़ा? Saturday night. I often have dinner late on Saturday. I usually practice at night. I usually practice at night. My mother usually has a pain in her legs. Okay, sad. Well done. Good job. Jamie Kalam lives in the town while Shilpa Shetty lives in the countryside. He enjoys going to markets, going to markets and watching French films at weekends. She enjoys takeaway pizza and going to garden centers. On Friday, he often goes to a club while she usually watches TV. But sometimes friends or family come to play cards. Guys, you can read Mahapara sentences and see how चीजों को compare कैसे करते हैं. बाकी बहुत अच्छा किया बहुत लोगों ने, but Mahapara sentences are very good as well. On Saturday, Jamie sits at his piano, which is in the kitchen, and plays for a couple of hours. And Shilpa takes a long bath. Sometimes she watches TV in the bath or listen to music. Very good. He loves Vita. Okay, don't leave out S. He loves old things and she likes the puddings, especially sticky toffee pudding. He likes watching French or Japanese film, but she likes watching cookery programs. He likes cooking Sunday dinner, but Shilpa doesn't. She prefers eating out. बहुत अच्छे. Hmm, very nice. So just make sure that you guys understand present simple ता है के लिए, कर रहे हैं के लिए नहीं है ना, और कर रहे हैं के लिए doing. जैसे हम बोलते हैं I am teaching you, मतलब क्या हुआ बेटा? हाँ, अभी पढ़ा रहे हैं. I teach you 6 days a week. I teach you 6 days a week. Okay. बहुत अच्छे राजलक्ष्मी बेटा. They both play cards. They both get up late. They are both married बेटा. They are married ना? I am married. He is married. They are married. They are both married. दोनों शादीशुदा हैं. They are both married. Okay, there are some typing mistakes. Jamie Cullum plays the piano for a couple of hours in the kitchen. Shilpa Shetty sometimes watches TV, beta. Watches TV. S is very important. Deepak. They both have big fan followings. They are both married. They both play cards, poker at weekends. Their perfect weekend is at home. True. On Saturdays, they both get up late in the morning. They both love shopping at weekends. But Jamie shops in Portobello Market and Shilpa shops from a small boutiques. Nahi beta. Small boutiques, otherwise a small boutique. Better is small boutiques. They both like cooking, but Jamie cooks at weekends and Shilpa doesn't. Ah, very good. Connection अच्छा बनाया आप लोगों ने. Jamie is a good songwriter. Shilpa is an Indian actress. Okay. Good job. Atif, very good job. Atif, कहाँ हो आप? Very nice. करते रहना है रोज, हाँ? It will give you so much confidence slowly and slowly. और ऑडियो भी सुनते रहना, okay? बहुत अच्छे बेटा, बहुत अच्छे. मैं बस इतना ही कह सकता हूँ, स्टार्ट हो गया है. अगर आप इसको रोकेंगे नहीं तो बहुत आगे पहुंच जाएंगे, ओके? Now we are going to do the next exercise. You guys talked about how you spend your Sundays. Mainly you guys maybe spend some more time watching TV or sleeping. Most of you get up late on Sundays, don't you? What time do you guys get up on Sundays? 8 o'clock. Afia gets up at 8 on Sundays. What about the rest of you guys? What time do you get up? 5. On Sundays, you don't get up late. And then you sleep again in English. He goes to bed again after getting up. Yeah, I understand. Early morning, you have to get up to offer namaz and then you sleep again. Most people do. Okay. I think that's not very nice. Once you get up, you should stay up and use the time to do things. Go on. Let's find out who wakes up when on Sundays. Mapara. 11 o'clock. 12. 1. Okay, 9. All right, 9. Adnan, what time do you get up on Sunday? 10. And mommy lets you sleep. Mommy doesn't stop you. Doesn't come and throw water on your face. Okay, at your face. Yes, Azan. Oh my goodness. Azhan gets up at about 11 on Sunday. Is that true? He gets up very late. So what do you do on Saturday night? Do you watch TV all night? Then play games. What time do you go to sleep? About 12 and get up at 11. Wow, he sleeps for 11 hours. Wow. Do you have any connection with the Kumkaran's family? 11 hours? Wow. Okay, Raj Lakshmi, what time do you get up? 6. So you don't get up late. You get up early. Some people don't get up late. They get up early on Sunday too. I like getting up early. Tomorrow, I had a plan to get up early today and go walking with my friends, but I couldn't wake up. I woke up at 7 and he didn't ring me. Perhaps he didn't wake up either. He's also my age, 45. Both of us are. We are childhood friends. We were at school together. Okay. Tell me, other people, do you want to share what time you wake up on Sundays? You can also tell me your family's reaction to it if there is a special reaction. Yes, Deepak? Say, I don't get up late. First of all, you should say, I don't get up late on Sundays. I get up at usual time, 6 o'clock. Rudra? As usual. You don't get up as usual early or as usual late? What time? What time? 8. Okay. Great. Fine. And you girls tell me, do you do any special cooking on Sunday? Do you do any special cooking on Sunday or you cook the regular food? Boys will tell me, I know you don't do cooking. You do, you do, you do. Okay. So if you do anything special Sunday, mention it. Sunday is Maggie Day. In my house, Saturday is Maggie Day. Because my daughter loved Maggie when she was a kid, and she wanted Maggie every day. Sajid and Tabriz, need to understand. Listening to the teacher is learning English. Okay, so when the teacher is talking, you are supposed to listen to the teacher. Pay attention to the way I arrange words. Okay, that is how you learn the language. I said when my daughter was small, she wanted Maggie every day. Of course, we didn't want it. We didn't think it was a good idea. So we fixed a day. You will only get Maggie on Saturday. I think she was 5 or 6 when we decided it. And now she's 15. She's still following that. Saturday is Maggie Day. Sometimes, occasionally, she has Maggie on other days as well. But mostly she has Maggie only on Saturday. So Saturday is Maggie Day in our family. For all the children, they all get Maggie on Saturday. One day a week is not very bad. I too like Maggie, especially the way my wife makes. देखो मैं बात बढ़ाता हूँ, ये बात खाली सीखना होगा तुम्हें, कैसे उसी बात से बात बढ़ाता हूँ. और ये आसान नहीं है, आई नो, बिकॉज आपके पास लैंग्वेज अभी नया है, सीख रहे हैं आप. लेकिन कोशिश उसी डायरेक्शन में करिए कि बात बढ़ाएं कैसे, जुड़ती हुई बात कैसे बोले. ओके. आई सब कुछ होने के बाद मैंने बोल दिया, आई ऑल्सो लाइक मैगी, especially the way my wife makes it. She makes it with a lot of vegetables and sauces, soya sauce, chili sauce. She adds these things to Maggie and it tastes amazing. Carry on. What about you? Do you eat anything special on Sunday? I already told you, I like it better when I get non-veg on Sunday. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get some chicken or mutton or eggs or fish. Okay. Hmm? Go on. I don't stop you from talking. I just want you to choose your time smartly. When I'm not talking, you guys can talk to each other and also share with me what you're saying. Okay. Page number 19 in the practice book. Page number 19 in the practice book. This will be your homework, or you want to do it here? I think you'll do it as homework, okay? What do you do here? Exercise 6, it has 4 parts. In part 1, you write the names of the seasons and the months. I hope you remember the spellings and the pronunciation. In part 2, you listen to 3 people, Kalea, Marisa, and Noah. And these people talk about their favorite seasons. You listen to them and you do the question answers. Part 3, part 4. The audio file is easy, but a little fast. So you first listen several times, 4 or 5 times, and then you try to answer the questions. This will be your homework for Monday. Now we will, let me share the audio file as well. 3 point. Okay, 6. Do you need more help, the Braze? The Braze, do you need more help? Let's study the main book now. Everybody, let's go to page number 28. Speaking and listening. Your work-life balance. Some people need to strike a balance between their mummy and their wife. You know, some men, they're always unhappy because their mother and their wife don't like each other. And they blame the man that you always support the other. You give more value to the other, not me. And he's very sad about it. There are some unfortunate men who are like this. They need to find a balance between mummy and wife. If they buy a sari, they buy 2 saris. Otherwise, at home, they will be abused, you know. Okay. Similarly, some people who are in jobs, who work, they need to find a balance between work and life. You guys are right now very relaxed because you don't have a job. You are just students, you study, and that's all. But people like me who work, okay, earn money, like your dads, your mothers, if they have a job, or your uncles, your neighbors, your friends, parents, they have jobs. They need to strike a balance. They need to find a balance, a balance between work and life. Some people, why it is necessary? Because some people give too much value to money and work, and they ignore life, family, health. They do not have a good work-life balance. A good work-life balance is when you give priority to your work, of course, but you also give equal priority to your health, to your mother, to your family, and to your free time activities. If you are busy, busy, busy all the time, if you just think about work all the time, then slowly and slowly you become ill-tempered, irritable, chichida hai. You become irritable. No, you get annoyed very easily. You start shouting at people for small reasons. One person says something and you start shouting at them. Your mood becomes different. You are not a cheerful person anymore because you are working, 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 working all the time. There are lots of people who are not very cheerful. They do not have a good work-life balance. Not only their health suffers, their family members also suffer. They need time with this man, but this man is busy with his work all the time. Children, when they're growing up, बच्चे जब बड़े हो रहे होते हैं, children, when they are need their father's time, their mother's time. Now imagine Papa is always busy with work. He comes home and children say, Papa, Papa, beta, I'm very busy. I have a lot of. Now the children will understand, but slowly and slowly, they get emotionally detached from parents because parents don't spend time with them, don't talk to them. Yes, they love each other, but it is necessary to spend time together. A, man or a woman, for example, it doesn't have to be always a man. For a woman, maybe she is very busy with work. Her husband wants time with her. She says, I have to do this file, I have to take care of this work. She doesn't have time for her husband. Then her husband slowly and slowly starts to feel ignored. And maybe he will stop being in love with her. Maybe he will start talking to the neighbor if she's pretty. Okay, just kidding. But this is not good for your relationship, for your family. They all need your time. So how many of you think your papa gives you guys enough time and you're happy with it? How many of you have a complaint that papa doesn't spend much time at home? He's always busy with work. Do you have a complaint about your father? If you do, it means your father's work-life balance is not amazing, is not very good. He's not balancing everything, right? If a wife has a complaint about her husband that he is always busy with work, it means he is ignoring his wife. It means his work-life balance is not very good. Some people don't have time to eat their meals. Oh, I'm very busy, I'll eat later. Oh, I'm very busy, just pack the food, I'll eat later. Those people have a good work-life balance or not very good work-life balance? Yeah, it's important that you have a fantastic balance where you value your work and you also value your health, your family, your free time activities for happiness. I can teach 15 hours, 14 hours, but I choose not to because it's bad for my health, I know. If I teach such long hours, then I will not spend any time with family and I won't be happy about it. I want time for myself as well. So some people are running after money and they ignore every other thing in life, family, hobbies. When I meet my friends, I ask them, what do you do in your free time? And many of them don't give an answer. They react as if this question is not important. कुछ ही करेंगे, like this. I mean, it's not an important question for them. For me, it's very important, always. So, you want to know about my work-life balance? So, do you think there are certain questions you will ask me, and if I answer those questions, according to my answers, you can decide whether I have a good work-life balance or not? So here, on this page, there is a questionnaire. There is a questionnaire. Take a look at the questionnaire. A questionnaire, beta, is a group of questions. A questionnaire is a group of questions. It's a list of questions, and you have to give answers, yes, no, kind of thing. Such list is called a questionnaire. Can you see a questionnaire? This questionnaire is about women's safety, or it is about your work-life balance? It is about your work-life balance. Questions are about work-life balance, okay? And look at the circle. There are lots of people, very busy. Can you see? Do you live to work or work to live? Do you understand the meaning? Some people live to work. They live to work. वो जिंदा है काम करने के लिए बेचारे. And some people work to live. Okay, can we turn on the lights? The room is rather dark. We are going to get some heavy rain tonight, I think. What are the chances? Do you have the weather app on your device, guys? Then switch next to it, left side. No, in the second row. Keep going. Yes, thank you. That's enough. Okay. I was saying, do you have a weather app on your phone? Do you often check for the weather forecast? I think it is going to be a very, very rainy night tonight. It's going to rain heavily, and we need it. Then cricket plan will be totally spoiled. Okay, 78% chances of rain. Well, in an hour it will become 98%, I think. The way weather is changing. Okay, so do you live to work or work to live? You want to find out? Find out asking the questions. You see, there are questions 1, 2, 10, or 11. 10 questions. And on the right side, you see 4 boxes. These are boxes for me, for T, for S1, for S2. Well, normally the students who study with me are grown-up students, but in this class, we have a lot of small students. So me, it doesn't matter. Me means you, okay? You don't need a work-life balance because you don't have a work job in your life right now. You don't work. You're just a student, okay? You can find study-life balance, which is nothing. I mean, it is up to you when you want to study, when you want to relax, you can have a good routine. But some people start giving too much value to work. So they need to find their work-life balance. They need to have a good work-life balance. T is for the teacher. S is for subject 1. S2 is for subject 2, means talk to other 2 people, okay? So right now you want to talk to me. Look at the first question. Now, this question is important because people who like their work may have a good work-life balance. Why? However, some people will say, sir, if you like your work, you can spend all your time working. Nah, some people are unhappy because they don't like their work. I have a student, he's a teacher in a government school, but he's not happy. He doesn't like the people he works with. He doesn't like his colleagues. He doesn't like the headmaster. He doesn't like the students very much. So he's unhappy. He doesn't like his job. I have another student. She's also a teacher, but she loves her job. She works in a government school. They recently got jobs, both of them. Okay. He works in a high school, 10 to 11 for class 10, 11 and 12. And she works in middle school, class 6, 7th, 8th. But both of them came to see me the other day, last Sunday. And the girl was very happy. She said so many nice things about her workplace, about the students. And he had a lot of complaints. So he doesn't like this job. He's going to change job. He's preparing to qualify NET exam, and then he will do PhD, and maybe he will become a professor. So liking your work is also important for being happy. People who like their job are usually happy with their lives. And those who don't like their work are not very happy in their lives, right? So this is the question for me, right? Do I like my work? What's your guess? I like my work. Yeah, it is evident. It is evident. दिखता है. दिखता है कैसे बोलेंगे? It is दिखता है. अच्छा, हिंदी में तो बोले हैं दिखता है, इंग्लिश में बोले इट इज एविडेंट. एविडेंट का पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच क्या है? हुआ सुनने से क्या पता चला? नहीं सोचेंगे, आपका दिमाग नहीं सोचता अभी. सोचवाइएगा, जब भी कुछ सुनिएगा तो फट से सोचवाइएगा पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच. बताइए, एविडेंट क्या है? एडजेक्टिव. इट इज क्लियर, इट इज डर्टी, इट इज गुड, इट इज बैड, इट इज एविडेंट. दिखता है. इट इज एविडेंट दैट यू लाइक योर वर्क. कैसे बोलेंगे? इट इज एविडेंट दैट यू. अगर एविडेंट नहीं बोलेंगे तो क्या बोलेंगे? इट इज क्लियर दैट यू लाइक योर वर्क. ओके, क्लियर क्या हुआ? पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच. इट इज क्लियर बोलेंगे तो क्लियर का पार्ट ऑफ स्पीच क्या है? एडजेक्टिव. इट इज क्लियर. ऐसे कर करके आप धीरे धीरे समझ बनाएंगे इंग्लिश की. ठीक है, एक बार में कुछ नहीं होना है. इट इज क्लियर, इट इज एविडेंट. एविडेंट एंड क्लियर बोथ आर एडजेक्टिव्स. ओके, fine. Yes, I like my work. Now you can have some follow-up questions. Follow-up questions भी पूछ सकते हैं. किसी से आपने पूछा do you like your work? उसने कहा yes. तो आप उससे follow-up question पूछेंगे what do you do? Right? फिर पूछेंगे why do you like your work? पूछ सकते हैं ना? Okay. Why do I like my work? I have answered this question before, I think. I like my work because of many reasons. First, I teach English. I love speaking English. So one good reason. I work about 8 to 9 hours a day. Yes. And I meet new people. You guys were all strangers to me a few months ago, until a few months ago. And now we know each other very well. I think I can count on you for help. You can count on me for some help, right? We can. So my network, social network grows because of my work. I know a lot of people in the world because of my job. I like meeting new people. So I like my work. And the money is also okay. It's, I mean, the students pay a good amount of money, so I like it. Money is an important part of the job as well. No, if your family are happy, if you can buy them food and clothes, then you feel satisfied that you are doing your job properly. You're fulfilling your responsibilities, right? So yes, that's good as well. Speaking of which, if anybody has any due, please pay. All right. I normally don't remember these things. Normally, most students pay all their fee. But if there is anybody whose fee is due, any amount of money, please pay. All right. And so, yeah, I like my work. And the good thing is I don't have to remind my students, pay the fee, pay the fee, pay the fee. Some teachers, when I was small, they had fee collection day, 3 days in a month, 4 days a month, right? And interestingly, in those 3 days, the attendance went down. Okay, suppose there were 100 students, those 3 days, only 30 students were regular. And after those 3 days were over, again, they will all come back. They were very smart. They knew कि सर 3 दिन पैसा लेते हैं, उस 3 दिन नहीं जाओ. Very interesting. My students are not like that. Some of my students pay me even after their course is over. Sometimes I forget to ask some certain people. They did not pay their fee. They paid half their fee, and they said they would pay later. After the course was over, sir, my fee was due, sir. So tomorrow I'm coming with the fee. They call me. And I say, oh, really? It feels amazing. It has happened many times, more than 5, 6 times. The students paid after the course was over. Yeah, it shows that they value my hard work. They value my relation with them. They are not dishonest people, you know. They value me and my work. I feel very happy with those people. Yeah. Number 2, question number 2. I gave a very long answer, didn't I? Okay. Number 2. देखा टैग कैसे लगाते हैं? आदत होती है लगाने की, इसकी जरूरत नहीं होती है, बस आदत होती है. इसको नेचुरल बनाने के लिए मैंने कहा, did you see? I gave a very long reply, didn't I? Okay. तो ये क्या था? अरे देखो हम कितना लंबा जवाब दिए. बस ऐसे ही, हमने ना भी नहीं बोला हिंदी में, फिर भी मेरे मुंह से वो निकला. आपकी आदत पड़ जाएगी क्वेश्चन टैग की. इसके रीजंस कम होते हैं, हैबिट ज्यादा होती है, ओके लोगों को। चलो लेट्स कंटिन्यू। नंबर 2, आस्क मी क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 एवरीवन। People misunderstand this question. Please understand what you're asking me. You repeated the words only, but try to understand what you're asking me. You're asking me if I have many free time activities. It means you're talking about my hobbies. You're not talking about my free time. Bhai, if I ask you, do you have many apple trees? तो many apple नहीं पूछ रहा हूं मैं आपसे कि आपके पास ढेर सारे एप्पल हैं कि नहीं। मैं पूछ रहा हूं, do you have many apple trees? All right. So similarly, you are asking me if I have a lot of free time activities. कुछ लोग सोचते हैं इसका मतलब हुआ कि आपके पास फ्री टाइम है कि नहीं। नहीं, इसका ये मतलब नहीं, इसका मतलब है क्या आपके पास फ्री टाइम एक्टिविटीज है, यानी आप अलग अलग फ्री टाइम एक्टिविटीज करते हैं कि एक ही दो फ्री टाइम एक्टिविटीज करते हैं। A lot of people don't have many free time activities in their lives. Even when they're free all day, they just read the newspaper and watch the news channel. They have nothing else to do. Next day, if they're free, again, they will watch the news channel and they will read the newspaper. The third day, if they're free, again, they will watch the news channel, they will read the newspaper. They don't know anything else. They don't have many hobbies. So this question is about free time activities, means your hobbies, right? So what is your opinion? Do I have many free time activities or I don't have many free time activities? Okay, and what do you think I can do or I do in my free time? Do you have an idea? I think you asked me 2 days ago, right? So tell me, what are the things I do? I watch TV, yeah, and I play chess, and come again? I spend time with family. Spend time with family. Aram se, spend time with family. Yes, I do that as well. I watch movies on OTT and other programs, right? And I do carpentry. Yes, don't forget that. I showed you what I can do. And what else do I do in my free time? I play cricket with my students. Yeah, you know now, okay? And I go into the kitchen and do some cooking. So what is that? What does that mean? What does it show? That I have many free time activities? I do several things in my free time, right? I have a lot of hobbies. Okay, so my answer is yes or no. So are you ticking the box? Tick the box for me. T. Do you like your work? I do. Do I have many freedom activities? I do. I do. Number 3. What's your opinion? Do I spend a lot of time with my family and friends? Sajid, he says with family but not friends. Well, I don't have many friends because of my habit of speaking, calling a spade a spade. I'm very straightforward kind of person. And I don't really lie a lot. कि फालतू में झूठ बोलते रहे. अरे, हाँ. I'm not like that, okay? I don't fake any emotions. I'm a straightforward, dry type person. Bhai, you can count on me, but I'm not one of those who will crash your ego. अरे आप तो महान है. नहीं होगा मेरे से. फालतू बात नहीं बोलेंगे. तुम सुंदर हो तो सुंदर बोलेंगे, नहीं हो तो चुप से रहेंगे. तुम्हें अगली नहीं बोलेंगे. You know what I mean? But I will be quiet. फालतू झूठ बोल करके ऊपर वाले के गरम गरम तेल वाले कढ़ाई में हमको नहीं जलना. ठीक है. हाँ हाँ. नहीं, वो सुने हम झूठ बोले पर हमको बचका छान देंगे. हम बोले नहीं बचका बनना, हमको बचका पसंद भी नहीं है. ओके. ओके दोस्तों. तो what was the point? That I'm a genuine type person. I say what I feel. Do I spend a lot of time with my family? Well, I work only 8-9 hours. And after that, I spend all my time at home. Sometimes friends call me, they visit me. Sometimes I go to play, cricket with my students. So after work, I'm free. So I kind of spend time with them. It's another thing that when I and my wife are in the same room, then there is a tug of war going on, you know, vocal fight, where I am saying something to her, she's saying something to me. And when it is fun, Aditi joins us. And when it becomes a little too intense, Aditi says, "You guys handle, I'm leaving." Okay. So, yeah, I love making comments, remarks, ugly remarks about her, irritating her. She does the same. Do you think the wife has the right to abuse the husband? Yeah, so of course. If the husband can abuse the wife can also abuse the husband. मैंने उसको बोला चट्टी, उसने कहा तू चट्टा. All right. Okay, फिर मेरे को लगी मिर्ची, गाली दिया. Ego, male ego, Indian man, wife ने गाली दिया. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I spend a lot of time with them. So much that they sometimes want freedom from me. Okay, number 4. Totally. No classes at weekends, no classes on Sundays. Only my time. Stay in bed, watch TV, go into the kitchen, go out, play cricket, just do what you like doing. I relax at weekends totally. Next, it's important to look after your health. If you are ignoring your health for work, it means your work life balance is not good. Some people, so much in a hurry in the morning, they just leave without breakfast. Okay. I start work early at 7, but still I have a glass of sattu in the morning and sometimes some apples, sometimes some dry fruit, but I always eat something within 10 minutes of brushing my teeth because feel a little hungry. I don't want roti sabji in the morning so early at 7. Nobody eats roti sabji so early. Can you guys have roti sabji early morning at 7? And you can't eat. It's difficult. You want something light, like a glass of juice or some fruit, a glass of sattu. So I often have those things early morning, about 7, 7:15, 7:30, and about 9:30, 10, sometimes 11, I have breakfast. My main breakfast, roti, sabji, dahi, and everything. I eat healthy. मतलब मैं अच्छी चीजें खाता हूँ. मैंने कैसे कहा? I eat healthy, yeah, healthy food, yeah. Let's continue. Some people, they travel very far. They live in Bihar Sharif, their job is in Harnaut, their job is in Patna, and every day they travel 40 kilometers, 60 kilometers, either in their car or on the bus or on the train. This way, they waste a lot of time of their life, no? Traveling, only traveling. Sometimes I go to Patna by train early morning and I see middle-aged people with the handbags, 5, 6 of them sitting together. They're all going to the secretariat, okay, and they play cards while they're going. Well, they start enjoying it, but I think it's not the best way to spend life. I don't travel far, I teach upstairs, I live downstairs, right? I don't travel far at all, okay? Some people do. I don't think it's a good thing. Would you like to travel far to work, or would you like to have your work near your house, wherever you live in the future? Suppose you get a job in Mumbai or Bengaluru. Would you like your office near your flat, your flat near your office, or at a distance, big distance? That is ideal, right? But it's expensive. where you work is the city center usually. And if you want a flat in the city center, it's very expensive. I have cousins in Mumbai, and they are in jobs. They have bought flats, but the flats are not near their office, far away. They travel 2 hours every day on one side and 2 hours back. They spend 4 hours only traveling. So their days are not 24 hours long. Their days are 20 hours long, practically, because 4 hours are gone just traveling, and travel in a very bad way. A lot of traffic, a lot of people on the train, on the bus. Otherwise, they have to take the car, and that is also very slow. In big cities, traffic is a big problem. It takes you 2 hours to go 40 kilometers. Hmm. I don't travel far to work at all. My answer is no. You can cross it. Number 7. Do I sometimes stay late at work? Why would I stay late at work? My job is different. I finish the class, I'm free. I don't stay late at work at all, ever, never. I never stay late at work. I never stay late at work. Maybe if your papa works in a bank, he stays late at work. If he has a clothes shop, sometimes he stays late at work because in festive seasons, Eid time, the Shara time, there are lots of customers. So he cannot close his shop at 9 o'clock, usual time. He has to be there until 10, 11. Sometimes new arrivals come in the shop, then the shopkeeper has to stay for 2 hours extra to get the things in the place, right? But I don't stay late at work. My job allows me to go home every day at the same time. 8. Some people bring work home. They don't finish it and in the workplace, in their office, they bring it home. Laborers don't do it. Raj Mistris cannot do it. But if you are a teacher at school, sometimes you bring copies to check. Sometimes you have to set the question paper and you do it at home. Luckily, I don't often bring work home. Sometimes I have to print books. That's part of my job, but that's it. I don't check the copies. When I give you test, I check the copies in the class. I don't check it outside the class. I give live feedback. I look at the answer and respond. Hey, this is right, that is wrong. Why did you write this way? Okay, so I don't often bring work home. But I stay in touch with my students in a way. Like even when I'm not working, you guys message in the group, then I respond, right? You message to me anytime, you call me anytime. We are connected 24/7 in a way. Mostly until 11, 12, 11:30. You guys can text me. You do text me sometimes, right? And I respond. So in a way, I am connected with my work. In Australia, there is new law. Do you know that? Suppose you work in a company and your office time is over at 7 o'clock. Now you are home. Your boss calls you at 8 o'clock and you don't pick up the phone. Next day, he asks you a question. Why didn't you pick up my phone? Right? Now in Australia, there is a law. After office time is over, you do not need to pick up your boss's phone, your office phone. You ignore their call, no questions. They cannot ask you any questions. You have right to disconnect. After work, you just disconnect. You switch off your phone. You're right, no problems. They cannot ask you any question, why you didn't pick up their call, why didn't you respond to their message? It is your time. You only need to respond to them when it is office time. So right to disconnect. They're calling it right to disconnect. I think this rule is necessary in all countries because people are going crazy. They're under so much pressure of work everywhere, especially in these multinational companies. They give you good salary, no doubt, but they also squeeze you completely, They do not allow you freedom. So that's a very welcome law. Right to disconnect. Disconnect from work, office, yeah, responsibilities. Be with your family. Watch a movie and your boss is calling, say, I don't want to pick up your phone. Okay. Yeah. Next. Do I have trouble sleeping? मतलब समझाया? Do you have trouble sleeping? मतलब सोते समय नींद बंद नहीं आती है. Do you have trouble sleeping? Do you think young people have trouble sleeping normally? They go to bed and sleep. No, young people go to bed and sleep. Old people have a lot of trouble sleeping. They can't sleep very well. And some people have a lot of stress. They can't sleep very well. They take pills. One pill, not sleeping. Two pills, then they sleep. They have trouble sleeping. Young people also have trouble sleeping when they miss their girlfriend, ex-girlfriend. And when they see her photo with another boy, they can't sleep after that. Okay, trouble sleeping. Do you have trouble sleeping? Do I have trouble sleeping? What do you think? Yeah, I miss my ex. Then I have a lot of trouble sleeping. Just kidding. It's my health problem. These days, I have trouble sleeping because of my health issues. I checked my weight today. A few months ago, I think 1 or 2 months ago, I weighed 76 kilos and now I weigh 69 kilos. I want to decrease it to 65, but I want to be muscular. I'm losing weight and I'm losing muscles too. I'm becoming weak, and weak people do not sleep very well. People who are physically strong, they sleep well. So I need to do something about it. Do you have trouble sleeping, guys? When you miss your ex? Y? Z? Okay. Really, nobody has trouble sleeping here, or you're not accepting it. I know you guys cry a lot. क्यों गई तुम? I know you do that sometimes. I don't know if the girls cry. The girls don't need to cry. There are lots of other people messaging them to get them attention. ये तो बड़ा ही ये क्या कहते हैं नाइंसाफी है. This is not fair. When a boy has a breakup, he's alone for some time. When a girl has a breakup, she has a lot of people messaging her. Anyone who finds out that she had a breakup, yeah, I'm available. You can consider me. You can consider me. So not fair. दुनिया बनाने वाले तेरे मन में क्या समाई? काहे को दुनिया बनाई? 10. Think about work. Do you think about work when you are at home? Yes, I do. I am guilty of this. I am, मतलब हम ये करते हैं, ये गलती हम करते हैं. I'm guilty of this. I think about work when I'm at home. I think about my classes, my students, the change, the improvement, lack of improvement. Yes, I'm very connected to my work, but I try not to let it affect me. चिड़चिड़ाते. There was a time I used to get irritated. कोई नहीं improve कर रहा होता था ना तो चिड़चिड़ा जाते थे. अभी I take it easy and realize कि भाई उसको समय दो. Okay? हाँ. So earlier I used to be a little annoyed when people did not improve fast. But now I give them time. I realize some people learn slowly. They need support, that's all. Yeah, I think about work. I think about work a lot actually. Every now and then, उस बैच में ये चीज होना चाहिए, उस बैच में ये काम करेंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा होगा. ये अच्छा रिजल्ट नहीं आ रहा है, क्या गलत हो रहा है उस क्लास में. So like this, I have thoughts. Yeah, I think about work when I'm at home. So you now have the answers from me. Key, look at the key. What does the key say? Key, scoring points. For answers 1 to 3, you give 2 points for yes. 2, 2, 2. Understand? And for answers 4 to 5, you give 1 point for yes, 1 and 1. 1 for 4, 1 for 5. And answer 6 to 10, you give 0 points for yes. So what is my score? Do the calculation. Look at the key and tell me my score. My work-life balance is excellent. My work-life balance is, my score is 8. That's why I'm happy. That's why I walk into the class and I don't beat you with a stick. I'm just kidding. But yeah, mostly I'm happy and I sometimes talk about things which are controversial. भटकते हैं तो वापस ही आ जाते, पता है काम क्या है हमारा, right? Yeah, I like my work, that's why. If my score was 2 or 1, then you would say, sir, you live to work, you live to work. आप जिंदा हो काम करने के लिए. Okay. If anybody gets their score from 3 to 5, 3, 4, or 5, then you will say your work-life balance is okay. Not bad, but not good. Okay. But if your score is 6, 7, or 8, then you can say your work-life balance is excellent. Now, we have time, 10 minutes, and you guys are going to talk to each other about each other's papas. But suppose somebody's papa doesn't work, then do not talk about him because he doesn't need a work-life balance. He doesn't have work in his life. Then somebody else. Talk about somebody in your life, in your family, who has a job. If your papa has a job, talk about your papa. If your mummy has a job, talk about your mummy. If your brother has a job, talk about your brother. If you have a job, talk about yourself. Okay? All these 10 questions with each other. Okay? S1, subject 1. Tick and cross. And remember, don't forget to ask extra questions. Sajid Tabriz, don't forget to ask extra questions. You need to ask extra questions. Extra questions, follow-up questions. जो पूछ रही है उसी पे बात बढ़ाए. जैसे किसने पूछा, does your father travel far to work? Yes, he travels very far. Where does he go? To her north. Oh, her north. That's very far. Yeah, it's 20 kilometers. Oh, yes. Like this. Normal बातचीत लगना चाहिए जैसे दो दोस्त बात कर रहे हैं. कोई कोई काम नहीं कर रहे हैं वो. ठीक है? हाँ, हमारी बातचीत गाइडेड है, एक टॉपिक पे है, लेकिन नॉर्मल बातचीत होनी चाहिए, दोस्त जैसे बातें करिए. कम ऑन. गो अहेड अदनान, टॉक टू अजहान. Rajlakshmi will talk to Inaya. I am so lazy these days. I told you, my life is not very good these days. I need to change this lifestyle. Earlier, I used to work out every day when I was younger. And a few years ago, I used to work out. But nowadays, I'm so lazy in the morning. Huh? It will improve my sleep quality, I know. That's why I've decided that I should go out in the morning with my friend at least. Okay. What will you do at home? I have already told you. Those 3 people, their favorite seasons, and everything they say in the audio. Listen carefully and do the exercises. Listen several times before you do the exercises. First, listen, try and understand. They speak a little fast, okay? So try and concentrate better. We will meet on Monday. Fine. Thank you. Enjoy your weekend, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.